Roswell would be a bad place to live. I mean, Arkansas, especially with the cold coming. And there's Hindus here too. There's Indian people here. More in the big cities, but you're just as close to a temple as you are probably is where you're at. There wouldn't be any Chinese stuff. No Chinatown, no Argyle, no Chicago. No. But you'd have crystals. Even when I was here in the 90s, the motels were owned by Hindus. The one place where we stayed, they had a little shrine. And I think they owned a lot of the motels even that we stayed at. They owned the cheaper places because it's a little hard to save up for the more expensive ones. And they buy that stuff outright. They come over here from India, so you gotta have the money to buy that. And so they bought up a lot of the motels here, I think. There's a lot here that were affordable back then. What's this? So they'd have a livelihood. They bought those places. They bought some gas stations, motels, and they also buy the subways franchises. I guess they're a franchise. They're probably not real expensive. They're able to make a living and make a decent income. Some of them they might not get rich on, but it's enough money that they can live on. Pretty steady income. Right in the Bible Belt. I wonder how the people around here treat them. There's a big rock face. Almost looks like a cave in there. Shall we go down? Oh, it might be closed off. It might be private. Is that a gate? Yeah, it's a gate. I don't think we can go in there at all. I was going to say, you can drive back there. It's closed off. I was going to drive down there just to get a view. Marble Falls. Is that Marble? 7S, they call it. Boone County. Mystic Caverns is closed. Maybe they'll be open another time I come down and can see it. I should look it up. So, it's caverns. There's a cat. I hope my cat's okay. I saw some big tracks at the quarry where I was yesterday, and they were not very close together. I wonder if they had a bear there or if they had a big it wasn't a small track. Dang. It was in that red dirt. Very clear track. I didn't have the camera working. I would have taken a picture of it. And there was like a track on one side, and the other track was like a couple feet away. It's like whatever that was big. Let's see, great big animal, and its stride was, I couldn't find another track for a ways, and it was going up the steep incline there. It's almost like it jumped right over it. It was a big animal. I don't know my tracks that well, but I wouldn't want to be there when it came through, to tell you the truth. It was a big animal. Could have been a bear, or it could have been a really big cat. It wasn't a dog track. It would have been an awful huge dog if it was a dog track. I mean, I didn't have the picture thing working on my camera, and I was collecting rocks. I could have taken a movie of it, but I mean, it was like close to 4 inches in diameter, or in spread from its pinky to its thumb or whatever. It was big. It was almost like the size of my hand. Oh my gosh. And there was another track on the other side, but it had stepped on a rock, and so you couldn't really see, but you could tell that that was its other foot. And they were a long ways apart they were further apart than most animals, so it was a big animal. So I'm thinking it might have been a bear. It was either a bear or it was a cat, a big cat. Like a mountain lion or something like that. It was pretty big. Creepy big. And there are bears out there. There's bear. So it may have been a bear. It was fresh too, because it had rained not long before then. I mean, it was there in the last 24